Isn't that absolutely stunning and perfect? Hi, I'm Stella V, and today we are going to be preparing in time for the holidays a beautiful and delicious sticky toffee pudding. It's the holiday season, and today for my book club luncheon, I will be bringing a sticky toffee pudding. But I'm not going to be doing it in the oven where it takes hours and hours. I'm doing it in the Instant Pot, and mere minutes I'm going to have a delicious seasonal sticky toffee pudding. Come cook with me. I'm Stella V. Today I'll be making my sticky toffee pudding using a traditional pudding pan that comes with a lid, but if you don't have that, there's a lot of other options. All we need are a few pantry staples and a few pieces of equipment. You can use a traditional Bundt pan, make sure it's a 7-inch or smaller to fit into your 6-quart pan, or you can even use a springform pan. And in order to lift the toffee pudding out quickly and easily, you'll need a sling. I have a turkey lifter, which is made of silicone, but you can make one yourself simply using folded foil. Let me show you the few simple ingredients we'll be making our toffee pudding with. We have 1 1/4 cups of chopped dates, butter, an egg, molasses, brown sugar, flour, and some seasonings which include vanilla, cinnamon, and ground ginger. We start by putting our dates into a bowl along with 3/4 cups of boiling water, and we'll just let that sit and cool for a minute or two. Give them a little stir, and we'll be adding our molasses to the date and boiling water. While our date mixture cools down slightly, we're going to take our 1 1/2 cups of flour, add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of baking powder. And we'll just give that a good whisk to incorporate all of the dry ingredients together. And now it's time to cream the butter and sugar together, so we'll put that in a larger bowl, add 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, and don't worry so much about the recipe because you'll be able to get it from our link down below. Using my hand mixer, just going to work the butter into the brown sugar until it's smooth and creamy. When it's mixed, we're going to add 1 egg to this and continue beating. And now you can see after just a few minutes it becomes nice and fluffy. Time to add a teaspoon of vanilla. Now I'm using the clear vanilla, but because it's a dark brown toffee pudding, you can also use dark vanilla if that's what you have. It's time to carefully start adding in the flour, and make sure that you start off slowly whenever you're adding flour to a mixer. I've added all the flour. Now it's mixed pretty well. Make sure you scrape down the sides of the bowl, and it's a nice firm sticky texture. And now it's time to add the date and molasses mixture. Now we've added the date and molasses mixture into the flour and sugar mixture. Give it a good stir to blend it all together, and I'll be using my hand mixer to give it a final blend. Start slowly and then gradually increase the speed. And the spices, cinnamon and ginger. Now, wasn't that easy? We have everything we need for our toffee pudding, and now all we're going to have to do is put it into that beautiful mold. Wasn't that easy? We have all of our toffee pudding ready to be poured into our pan. And we've put all the batter into our pan. We're ready to put the lid on and pop it into our Instant Pot. This traditional pudding pan comes with its own lid to seal it, but if you're using a Bundt pan or a springform pan, make sure you use foil to seal and wrap the whole pan. We're ready to start our cooking process. We need to add 2 cups of water to the bottom of the pot. And the next really important step is to make sure you use a sling. That could be a silicone sling, such as this one, or one that you've made out of foil. A good tip is to wrap the handles around the pot handles, and that way you can put the pot in easily. Once it's in, just let them drop. Time to seal the lid into place, making sure that the button at the back is set to sealing. We're ready to set the pot to pressure cook. We'll be cooking on high pressure. We'll be adding 15 minutes to the timer. There it starts. 15 minutes for a steamed pudding that would take hours in the traditional way. And while we're waiting, you can prepare a caramel sauce to go with the steamed pudding. All I've used is some cream, brown sugar, butter, and a little bit of vanilla. That just needs to be simmered gently stovetop, and you've got a beautiful sauce to serve with your pudding. I have a lot more recipes to share with you using my Instant Pot and making traditional recipes in a way that saves you so much time and effort. If you like what you see, please hit subscribe. I'd love to share a lot more of my cooking favorites with you, and make sure you leave me a comment. I'll be sure to reply. Would you like to make this recipe for your family this holiday season? Just click on the link in the description and we will send it to you. And now we've let the pot count down from our 15-minute timer. It's gone to 0. It's climbing back up for a natural release. And now we're just waiting for the button to drop. Time. And because it's a silicone sling, it is so easy to simply lift that right out of the pot onto a waiting trivet, and the moment we've all been waiting for. And now the moment we've been waiting for. Oh my goodness, it looks absolutely beautiful. A beautiful sticky toffee pudding in under an hour, ready for the holiday season. Now we've let that cool for about 20 minutes to half an hour, and we've simply run a knife along the edge, and it looks like it's pretty well loose, so we're going to be flipping it over onto this beautiful cake plate. And now we're ready to plate. We'll center it over the plate. Isn't that absolutely stunning and perfect? You can serve this with a simple caramel sauce, or I have a little bit of a Creme Anglais that I am going to simply pour. I'm Stella V, and I sure hope you've enjoyed cooking along and baking today a beautiful holiday sticky plum pudding. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment, and I will reply.